It's Mount Support Road
Mount
and
Support.
LaHaye Drive. That's the intersection where this roadblock is set up right now. But that, Tom, I heard you mention that silver Ford SUV with Rhode Island plates. That may have been the car that police were looking for. Well, that's a car that we're looking at right now here at this intersection. You can see it there with police standing outside of it and yellow police tape up. As I mentioned, when we arrived here on scene, the roadblock was up and they were letting cars leave the hospital way on LaHaye Drive, but they were not letting people go down it. But then all of a sudden they halted traffic, told people to get back, and police arrived. And right now you're getting live pictures here of state police and other cruisers responding here to this intersection, presumably to investigate this SUV and see if it is the one that they were actually looking for. And other cars are going down towards the hospital, but right now people are free to walk around this roadblock. There are a lot of people curious and interested to see all this, so we have a lot of spectators down here. Plus, I don't know if we can pan over to our left side. You'll see some doctors and medical professionals outside standing around, and we also were able to speak with some family members who have of patients who are in this hospital, and they're really curious to see how they are doing. I did have a chance to speak with the communications director here at the hospital, and he said right now he's just trying to gather as much information as possible because, of course, a lot of people are just wondering what is happening here. So the main priority is making sure that everyone in the hospital, patients, staff, and visitors are all safe, and that once they're able to gather information from police, they say they will release that to us, and of course we'll send that information back to you guys. Tom and Jean?
Okay, thank you very much, Tim. We'll get back to you in just a minute. Live pictures there of the situation inside the campus at the Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center now. We're looking down on a convoy there of police cruisers, it looks like, near the entrance to the hospital. Again, an active shooter alert that went out this afternoon around 1:30. No shooting that we are aware of had occurred, but then a suspect of some sort was taken into custody. We believe that may have happened near the entrance to Mount Support Road, a suspect in a silver Ford SUV. There has been no confirmation that that suspect may have been involved in this incident, but there was a serious police incident in that area just about a half an hour ago.
WMUR's Jennifer Crompton has been on scene. She's joining us now live once again. And Jen, can you tell us what you have?
Well, we're here on the road that leads off of Route 120 up to the hospital. And what you're seeing in the distance is that intersection Tim was describing, where cars are being told to turn around and where there was a flurry of activity earlier. You can see that right here in the street, cars are literally flipping around and heading back to Route 120. There's been a lot of confusion, but it's been orderly confusion about what's going on. We were a little while ago at a parking lot further up beyond me here. We had gone down there, taken a right. It's one of the staging areas where doctors and staff and patients and visitors had moved to. We spoke with a few who were describing being very unaware of having seen or heard anything suspicious, but being told fairly early on in the game to leave, to do so in an orderly way. There was no panic. It was interesting. They had to grab every manner of wheelchair they could find to try to help some of the patients who obviously couldn't make the trek on their own, and they were moved after that first initial call to go outside. They were then moved to parking lots that were further out on the perimeter. It's hard to know who the folks are coming now. You might think they're here to visit patients or coming in for another shift, but social media being what it is, we talked to people that were up there that had been inside, that were hearing from relatives of theirs from other cities asking what was going on. So we know word got out on this very quickly, and people obviously from elsewhere are concerned about any family or friends they might have working here. But so far, everyone talking about how orderly it was, how they really didn't see any kind of commotion at all, and they are more doing what the rest of us are doing, is wondering what's going on and when this might be over. But for now, traffic, as you can see, still very thick. It's unclear where some of it that's coming out of is coming from. I don't believe it's coming from the hospital because that access road is still closed. But a lot of gawkers at this point, but still people that are milling around that aren't certain whether they should go back in, or they know they can't, but if they should wait and go back in, or simply head home and come back and get their cars later.